you wouldn't think is that big of a deal, but I don't know, to me it's always been kind of a deal. So, and that is wire wrapping on controllers. And I have two examples that I always think of. First one's going to be with the N64 controller. And because of the design, and people would wrap the wire on the controller and they would do the X-wrap. I can't stand the X-wrap. It looks so stupid. One or the other. Either wrap it around the left side or wrap it around the right. Or my preferred method, which is not to wrap it around the controller at all, is to either take the wire and keep halving it in half in your hand, and then when you're done with it, either put a rubber band around it or a hair elastic, or kind of take a little bit of the end of the wire off and wrap that around the rest, and make a nice little way to store it that way. Just don't wrap it around it, At least it was still functional though. My other irk actually made controllers non-functional. And I only came across this a couple times, and one I can think of is I bought a box of what I thought was all Atari stuff at a yard sale. And at the bottom of the box was two NES controllers. And these NES controllers had the wires wrapped around them so tight, they broke the controllers. And they were wrapped in a way, and it's going to hurt me to even show what this looks like. But I want to illustrate to you guys what it looks like here. But it hurt me to even see these controllers looking like this. And that is whoever did it literally, hooked it around the back of the front and just tightly coiled it like a perfect coil. Like it took them time. They took their time to cause this damage. And they wrapped it so tight around it that when I unwrapped these controllers and tested them, they didn't work. If I wiggled the end of the controller, if I wiggled the end of the cord, the part in the controller, it actually worked a little, so I know what they did broke it. And that's actually amazing to me, because if you've ever opened up an NES controller, much like a Super NES controller, it has a wire relief inside, which means that the wire isn't just soldered to the board or connected to it and then just dangling out the hole. It actually goes through like a little piece of plastic to hold it in there, just give it, so if you pull it, and it doesn't just rip out the thing, or if you wrap it too tight. But for some reason, whoever did this, they wrapped the thing so tight, they broke it. Who does that? Again, don't wrap it around it. If you're gonna do it, wrap it loosely. Usually leave a little bit of an end off, wrap it around, or don't wrap it at all, rubber band, or wrap it amongst itself once you have a good loop of wire going. And I fully understand this is a really weird tangent to go on for, how to wrap a controller and why it bothers me. But, sometimes things bother people. Sometimes there's those little quirky things that you get annoyed with, and I just need to get that out. And as always, guys, I do appreciate the watch. I will see you next time.